think we can all agree that the worst thing about leaving a relationship is if you're struggling to get over it. Trying to adapt to a whole new life, doing things alone can be a mad transition, but it can also be really tempting to message them. Today, I want to talk about how you can finally get over that person. Rule number one is the no contact rule. This is the most famous rule for when you are trying to get over a guy and just move on with your life. So if you don't know what the no contact rule is, the no contact rule basically is a rule that means you are not going to have any contact with that person for at least 30 days. You are not going to message them, you aren't going to reply to messages, you aren't even going to look at them online. It's no contact, completely cutthroat. This also includes stalking. No stalking whatsoever, no fake Instagram account, Facebook account. 100% tell your friends to not send you updates about what is going on in that person's life, because we need to completely cut you off of that. The reason why I say this is because you are highly unlikely to not be happy with the outcome when you message them or respond to them. When you've broken up with a person, emotions are also so fresh and so raw, and giving yourselves some time apart, not just for you but for him as well, is the best thing for you, because it means that you can actually give yourself some space to cool down and actually get on with your lives and focus on yourselves again. Now, if you're not strong enough to go fully no contact, as in not replying to them and just having them on your phone, I would 100% recommend just blocking them. This means that you are ruling out any temptation to message them. Even go the step further and delete their number and block them, so it's just not going to pop up at all. I would also say do this on your social media platforms as well. Block them if you have to, mute them, restrict them so they're not seeing your stuff and you're not seeing the little name pop up on your story, like when you're looking for your story views. This is going to help you to completely immerse yourself into moving on and healing. You're not going to get triggered by seeing their name pop up on a post. If you've seen they've liked something, or you're seeing like somebody out with them, get their friends off of your social media if you have to. If it's a situation where like you guys all have the same friends, maybe just mute them for a little bit, depending on obviously like the circumstance. My best advice would literally just be to take them off anyway, because that will remove any temptation that you are having. And trust me, the temptation does creep in as strong as you think you are, especially if you're somebody that tends to feel really soppy when you've had a drink and you feel like you'll probably end up reaching out to them. 100% no contact, 30 days minimum. If you started on the 1st of March, by the 1st of April, I want you to think about how you feel about that person after not having seen them for a month. You'll be very surprised that you probably do not feel the same way as when you're going into it. And of course, it's going to feel super hard. And yeah, you're going to feel like I'm blocking them or messaging them. But remember that you are doing this for you, nobody else. You deserve to move on and to feel better about your life and feel better about yourself. So give yourself that. Get some people to hold you accountable as well. Get your friends to hold you accountable. Tell them if you end up feeling like you're gonna message them. Remove and cleanse from them. Remove them out of your life. If you've got belongings of them still knocking about in your bedroom or tucked away in a cupboard, you've got jumpers, you've got a gift that they gave you, if it reminds you of them, put it away. That is like the rule of thumb. If it reminds you of them, put it away. Anything that is going to bring those thoughts on, put it away. If you're strong enough and you really want to get rid, bin it, give it away, sell it, do whatever. But for now, if you're somebody that still wants to keep some of these things for whatever reason, tuck it away, put it in a box, hide it away, somewhere where you are just going to forget about it. Again, this is just going to help you not get triggered by them and to not have constant reminders in your environment about them. My next point is on distractions. Distractions are so important when you are trying to mentally move on from something. Distractions will help you to stop your mind from wandering and dwelling on that person and just making yourself feel even worse. Distractions mean picking up hobbies, things like going to the gym or going out with your friends, getting food, making food, the best core distractions, because it means you're going to be focused and your brain is not going to be thinking about the other person. Instead, you're going to be really immersed in whatever it is that you're actually doing. If there's nothing that you feel like doing, going for walks is one of my favorite pastimes. I love going for walks. I will walk anywhere. I drive to places to go for walks and then I come home again. That is how much I love walking, because when you are out walking in nature, your senses are alert to all the sounds, the smells, the temperature outside. If it's a cold day, if it's a warm day, you are instantly not thinking about anything else. You can call a friend while you're on a walk. You could just literally take in the environment when you're on a walk, or you could listen to some music, a podcast, just anything. It can be anywhere from 10 minutes long to hours and hours. That is totally up to you. Just make sure you stay safe when you are doing it, but go for a walk. It's cheap, it's free. The most important point is to feel your emotions. One of the things that people often try to do is mask their emotions, especially when they're going through breakups. And this is one of the worst things you can do, because it can start to come out in different areas of your life. For example, other relationships around you can start to become affected because you might be lashing out at them, or maybe you're just not yourself. You're not able to really hold those relationships around you because you are just bottling up things. This can also translate into yourself as well, because your cortisol levels are so high. You start to become super depressed as well, and maybe you don't eat as much, or you struggle to get out of bed. So this is why it's so important to really feel your emotions and talk to people about them. And if you've got no one to talk to about them, you can journal about them. There's so many resources out there, like Samaritans and people that will talk to you. Try to go to some therapy as well. I feel like everybody in their lives should all have therapy, because everybody has instances and situations that have happened to them that they've struggled to move on, and it really does trickle into your day-to-day lives. One of the things to remember is that thoughts are neither good or bad. Thoughts are just showing you a reflection of what's going on in your own mind. So that said, when you have thoughts coming in about feeling lonely, or you're reminiscing about this person, or maybe you're feeling bad about something that happened, take yourself back and out of those thoughts and just observe them, and just understand that the reason why you're feeling this is because you are grieving. And there are going to be good days and there are going to be bad days. There are going to be days when you don't think about that person at all, and there are going to be days when all you can think about is that person, especially when it's the time of the month and your hormones are going super crazy. Just be kind to yourself, allow yourself to have that feeling, because the more you release, the less there will be inside your body, and it will be easier for you to then move forward. My fifth point is to look after yourself. Make sure you are eating, which is super important, because I know a lot of us girlies out there, when we're stressed, we don't like to eat, and it's not a good thing, because our body needs fuel. Our body needs it to carry on with our days and to do all the things that we want it to do, all the magical and amazing things. Make sure you are keeping yourself hydrated, and make sure you are exercising. I know I keep going on about walks, but I just love a walk. God, I sound like I'm insane. Riding a bike, going for a swim, all these things that are going to get your body moving and just get those hormones going, your serotonin and your endorphins release. Make sure you are also looking after yourself physically. Breakups are the perfect time for rebrands. Breakups are the perfect time to go and get your hair cut, or try on a wig, or get a tattoo. Go crazy. Maybe don't go crazy. Put yourself first and look after yourself. Treat yourself. Give yourself all the treatment that you would want to have in a relationship, or that you would have been having in a relationship. You know why? Because you deserve it. You have one life, and we're not going to spend it being upset over another person. We're going to spend it living our best and living to the fullest. You know what? Go on a night out with the girls. We don't want to get you back to your old self. We want to get you into the new, improved version of yourself, the wiser, the stronger, the sexier version of you. And you know what? Throughout this process, remember that there is a reason that you broke up. There will always be another relationship, just like you got into this one. In this time, it's really important to try and allow yourself to stay single until you really feel like you're over the relationship. because this is what's going to allow you to heal and really focus on yourself without having somebody else in the way. Rebounds never work out because you are still in love with the other person. It's not going to work with another person. As long as you are kind to yourself and remind yourself that you are loved, you are going in the right direction to fully moving on with your life. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, please subscribe down below and make sure you follow me on Instagram to see everything I'm up to with my day-to-day life. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.